Okay. So now that we realize that time blocking doesn't work if you have kids, let's talk about alternatives. And I know when everyone is buzzing with the amazingness of time blocking, it can leave you asking like, what am I doing wrong? Let's flip that question around and ask, why is time blocking wrong for you? The idea of large chunks of time to really focus on one thing sounds amazing. I would love to have large chunks of time just to focus on anything, to be honest. But the reality is, I have multiple grades to homeschool, and it just isn't going to happen. Yes, I get up before everyone else does, so I can write a post or get a script going like this, but it is usually only about 45 minutes that I get. So it doesn't really work. So if time blocking doesn't work for the busy mom, then what does work? We need to be productive too and get things done. So how do we do it? Okay, so I'm going to give you three alternatives. And there's probably more out there, of course, but these are suggestions. So part of the reason I despise the time blocking so much is because everyone presents it as the only option, the only way. So I'm going to give you three different options. And like I said, there's more options out there. These three options may not work for you, but at least it's going to give you an idea of something that you can take and make it work for you. So the first one is create a routine. And this is always my go to. So when I finally figured it out, it was like hearing the angels sing. It just worked. The idea behind creating a A routine is setting up repeated formulas that happen throughout the day. Now, this helps to set mundane tasks on autopilot, which frees up creative brain space. Your kids know what to do next, so it eliminates many reminders. And therefore, it sets your day up for success because you're not annoyed with hearing the sound of your own voice again and again and again. So, whether you create a morning routine or routines throughout the day, this is how you crush at time management for moms who work from home. Number two, task batching. So, this involves working on similar tasks together. When I worked in an office, and you can read more about that or watch the show, link in the description below. I use this method often. So basically, you work on similar tasks, one right after the other. And this helps to keep you zoned in and focused. You take advantage of the momentum gained instead of slowing down because your brain needs to switch to something else. So my brain is always switching. It is the nature of what I do. So this doesn't work quite as well for me now. And number three, to do list. Basically, you're just working off of your to-do list. Write it in pencil so you can easily move things around and create a get things done list for the week and work on them throughout the week. So I use this method combined with my routines to accomplish a lot of stuff throughout the week. Okay, finding the right time management solution for you is going to take experimentation, self reflection, and a willingness to adapt. Take a moment to free yourself from the shackles of what Instagram is telling you that you must do. Now, ask yourself what will work for you. Routines were like finding that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but maybe something else is your leprechaun. Try it out. I suggest trying something for a month and start small. It is hard to start something new, especially if you have a large crew that needs to adjust to. Start small with something like a morning routine, and that's it. Start with the first 2 to 3 hours of your day and find your groove. And yes, I have another show on that as well. So, link in the description. Experiment with what you're doing. Write down what's working and what isn't in a notebook because we all know that notebooks solve all of our problems. And yes, I have links for those below. So adjust and refine as you go along. By the end of the month, you should know what is working and what needs to be refined. Make your adjustments and keep building the second month. Remember, this is all about what works for you. I know what really worked for me, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. But you are unique. Your work and school is also unique. So adapt these suggestions to how you want to work in school. I know time blocking gets all the credit for increased productivity, but there are other ways to manage your time and day. The important thing is to find what works for you. I know I've said this like a bazillion times, but it's the truth. Find what works for you. If you want to take a deeper dive into creating a routine, then check out the course I created. And yes, it worked so well for us that I made a course. Don't worry, it isn't expensive because I want to make it easy for you to reap all the benefits of creating a routine instead of time blocking. Well, that is a wrap. Thanks for listening and watching. Be sure to check out lifeunboxed.blog and download your Rebel Mom checklist. And remember, you can work from home and homeschool confidently. And I will see you in the next show.